Hello and welcome to Prego Coding Classes. This is Amber Roy, and today we'll be discussing these three topics. The first one is the image view control. We will load an image in the image view control and scale it to fit so that it looks nice inside the image view. It doesn't look flanced out. And the second one would be we would graphically design the layout because I have not discussed how to design the layout graphically, and it looks quite normal. It looks quite offbeat. So the third one would be we will give a background to a button, and as it looks very odd with a single color, it doesn't show any animations automatically. So I'll code a ripple effect in the button so it looks quite dynamic, and it looks quite good when presented in an app. We will try and achieve something like this. I have put in a profile picture of Shah Rukh Khan and a cover photo, and we have his name, and we have a button. Now this button looks very simple, but when you click it, it produces a ripple effect. It is because of the ripple coding. So in today's video, we'll talk more about graphics and less about coding. So let's get started without wasting any time. So as always, I'm creating a new project for this, and my project name would be graphical activity. Next, the version, let it be lollipop. We won't use jelly bean because the ripple effect doesn't work under 21. It works from 21 API level. So we will use Android 5.0 lollipop. Let's hit next. Select an empty project. Let it be main activity. Hit finish. So our project has loaded, and I have deleted the hello world text view that has been provided over here by default. And we'll now give an image view. But first, let me load my drawable files over here. So I would need a cover photo, that is this one, and a profile picture, that is this one. But obviously you can use anything you want. So I would click drawable and paste them. So let's hit OK and OK. So the header and profile gets pasted in the drawable folder. Now what we need is an image view. So let's get the image view inside. Type here header. So the header comes. Hit OK. The header gets loaded. Now let's modify it from the text tab. So I would prefer the width. Let's give a preview. So I would prefer the width to be match parent and height to be 200 dp. So let's constrain the right and the bottom. Let's pull it up. That's it. Now we need another image view. So we'll get it in here. Now we'll select the profile, that is Shah Rukh Khan's picture, and let's scroll down. But first let's constrain it. Constrain the top with the layout top and the bottom with the layout bottom. Now put it inside this, and change the height and the width. Give it 100. Give it by T. Good. Now I need scale this inside very perfectly. So I would use a scale type of center inside. Now you can modify it like you want. You can also use center crop. So the image crops itself and positions it in the center. But I like center inside. This also helps in large images to crop it inside the image view. So use it as you want. Now we need a background for this layout. Now we can create a background from Photoshop, and I am using Photoshop 7. So let's open Photoshop. Now we would create a new file with width 1080 pixels and height 1920 pixels. Now hit OK, and we'd use the gradient tool, and we'd use these two colors, and you can modify it like you want, and we'll pull it from below in the upward direction. So let's save it. Save as background. Save. Okay. Done saving the background. Now this is the background, so we'll copy it and paste it in the drawable. Okay. So let's change the background in the constraint layout. Hit type background and it pops up automatically. So hit tab and we'd use drawable background. But you can always write it manually. So add drawable and select background. So the background also changes. Now we need a text view to show his name. Text view. Constrain the left with the profile picture, the right with the layout itself, the top with the layout itself, the bottom with the layout itself. Now position it in the middle and write Shahrukh Khan. Or rather, I would love my own name, Roy. Right. I'm not Shahrukh Khan, but it's no problem writing your own name now. So bold, I'd make it bold, and I'd give it a text size of 24 SP. Now we need to change the color so it looks quite nice. So we'd go to the text tab. You can write text color hash FFF for white. So it changes the color. Now there is no hard rule, as I said in my previous video also, that you have to write the text color on the text size only. You can write anywhere you want under the text view open and closure. You can write anywhere. So that's it for the text view. Now we need to create a button. So I would use Figma, and the download link for Figma would be given in the description box down below. Please download and use. So this is Figma. Now we need to create a new layout. So we would hit plus. And the layout is being loaded. So after it is loaded, just hit the square icon over here, the rectangle icon, and then draw a rectangle. You can resize it anywhere you want, so this big is fine. Now the corner radius, let's modify it to 12, so the corners gets round. Now the fill color, I am giving it a green color. Let's make it darker, and I would use the ripple, the lighter color. So the dark color is fine. I want to give it the outside stroke. So let's change the stroke color to white. That's it. Now that it is done, don't write anything inside, just export the button. Hit the plus, then export rectangle. Now make sure you name everything, every graphical stuff you download or you save in a lowercase and not uppercase and without any spaces. So button green would be fine. So save it to desktop, and when we are done, we would minimize everything. And this is the button, so I would copy and paste it in the drawable folder. I'm done. Now let's create a button over here. So let's go to the design tab, place a button, right side constraint, left side constraint, bottom constraint, and the top constraint to the header. Let's drag it down. That's it. Now we need to change the background of the button, so hit the button. Now BSC can hit tab, and then the drawable, then the button green. So the button color changes, as you can see here. Now we change the name seed and change the text color white. That's it. Now we need a ripple effect in here, but first let us try and see what is happening right now. As you can see here, our project has loaded and it looks the same as I have shown you before, but the button is, when you click it, it's still that boring. It is a plain old button, it's doing nothing, but we need to make it a bit peppy by giving it a ripple effect. So click on the drawable folder, right click, new drawable resource file, click the drawable resource file, then right here ripple button, then hit enter. Now change the selector to ripple, then hit enter, ripple, why is it showing an error? Let's see. Okay, for the color attribute, now we need to define a color attribute. So color, I would want it to be a light green, so let's find the code for light green. It's this one, so let's copy it and then paste it here, but with a hash sign, so that takes care of the error. Now we need to define the item on which this ripple would be applicable. So we need the button green, this button, close it, and that's it. And in the activity main, we don't need this button now. We need to define the ripple effect. So drawable, then ripple button. So now this should work. Let's run it again. Our project has loaded again, and now when you hit the proceed, you can see the ripple effect working just fine. So this is how to design a app, and this is just a basic app, and this is just a basic design which has been shown. You can modify it as you want. You can modify the colors, and also I need to mention that this ripple button, you can name it anything you want, but make sure that you name the same thing that is here. So that's it for the tutorial. We have covered the three topics: the image view control, we have graphically designed our layout, and we have coded a ripple effect in our button. So thanks for watching, and the source code would be given in the description box. Please download, and if you have any problems, please comment down below. And if you think you have learned anything from this video, please like the video and share, and please do subscribe. I post videos often and almost every day, so you'll be getting a video almost every day. So thank you and bye bye.